Okay, in this video, I'm going to talk about when it's like a holiday or birthday and you have to deal with dysfunctional family members, either on your side or their side or both. And at that point, maybe you've had some experience with it. Hopefully it's not hopefully, but maybe it's not the first time. And when you deal with when it happens, like say it's a Christmas, and you know from experience that somebody these are people, dysfunctional family members of either side, the in-laws or whatever. In-laws aren't just the parents-in-law, but they're on stage and they want that attention. They want all the attention on them. Some are, rather like a narcissistic kind of attention. They want it all praise, everybody to praise them, to glorify them, to say, to say they're wonderful, they're great, they're whatever. The other ones could be more histrionic, and they don't care which kind of attention it is. Negative, positive, they don't care as long as they get attention. To them, the people who give them, say something negative, they have a problem. To them, that other person that has, that complains or whatever, they have a problem. They'll turn it around, because they want to be seen and have all that attention, and they're not going to change their ways to get it. Okay, pardon the way, the background. It's too noisy in the house. I have two dogs that make too much noise, and it's going to be very windy soon and all that. Anyway, to go anywhere. But it's on my mind again. I've done videos in the past about bad in-laws, okay, and dysfunctional families. Many videos. And these, during the holidays, and it can be birthdays, it could be any special occasion that you get together. Pardon me. Any special occasion when you get together, and like I just said, they want to be the center of attention, the things they do. Now, how many have experienced this one? So say it's a Christmas dinner or some big dinner, Thanksgiving, whatever, and everybody gathers in one place. Maybe it's your place for a change. Usually don't they try to get them, people, if you've noticed, that they try to get everybody to go to their house, and then they have everything all set up. Everybody's just driving there, and they want that praise. Everybody say, oh, they've done such a wonderful job, and so on and so forth. Some of them will do that. Now, this is not a one-size-fits-all. Not everybody does the same thing. And not everybody's like this. But anyway, say it's at your place. And when they get there, they may even infantilize you, that treat you like you're a child, treat you like you're much younger, treat you like you need their guidance. And they may even do things like go into your kitchen or even the rest of your house, but kitchen, when you're making the dinner and all this, and they will change things around, just, because they feel like it's better if it's this way. If they're there they come to your home, they stay for the night or a few nights or weeks or whatever, but when they come into your home, they change things, okay, to suit the way they see it. And then if you say something to them, which, could bring about all kinds of arguments because you're not praising them, their knowledge of what things should be, overall, how things should be, what is best for everybody involved. If you don't praise them, and instead you say, I don't appreciate you doing that, it may lead to big arguments. And some of these, like the in-laws, they know how to manipulate the person you're with, whether it's your spouse or a boyfriend or girlfriend, whomever, and they will, cause problems in your relationship. They'll try hard. If the person hasn't found someone that will just let them do whatever they want to do. Okay, like I said, they go into, say, your kitchen, and they just rearrange the shelves, they rearrange, how where things are in your refrigerator, even. Just whatever they feel like. And they're just doing it because they see that their views are superior. Their ways of doing things are superior. And they may do that. They may complain a little bit, like if you cook, whatever you cook, they say, well, it could use a little bit of salt. Yeah, it could use more salt. But there's always, quite often going to be something that could use more or less. It's not going to be that you're going to shine. They want to shine. And so that's their superior knowledge that's working there. They believe that that's what it should be. And everybody else should know that they're superior. You get that attention on them. Okay, now what if it's at the family home? Like your parents, you and your siblings, could be even more extended family. They all meet at your parents' house for a holiday or birthdays or whatever. And when they do, there's the one that's going to still infantilize you. It's all often infantilization with this person. Like maybe it's your older sister or older brother, elder, and they're going to decide. They believe that they decide where people are going to sleep. Say your rooms have been changed. From when you're a child, that's quite often. And they have different bedrooms, and they say, well, you're going to sleep here, you're going to do this, you're going to stay there, sleep where they're going to say where people sleep, but they're also going to give out chores for each person. And you're an adult, it's all about adults. And you're like, who are you to tell me where I'm going to sleep, what I'm going to do, what I'm going to cook, what I'm going to, And they may try to tell you all of these. Who's going to do what. And I call it a Sarge in charge type. And now some people, I'm not going to give any advice on telling you to do this or say this, because these are kind of people can be dangerous. And danger is more than just physical. They can be very abusive all around. And you may have already noticed. But, then there's going to the in-laws. Now, it's your spouse, let's say it's your spouse's family's home. Say yours wants you there for this, you and the kids and the spouse, and they want you there, your parents want you there. And then the in-laws, his family, wants you there at theirs. And then you have these two that you're divided between. And at some point in life, you may say, I'm having it my own home. I want my kids to wake up in the morning and not feel rushed, and they have the, Christmas dinner, me and my family, the one I had at home, at their own home. But when they push and pull, you have to come here for this one, and maybe it's a long drive even, or you have to come for this one. And then when you get there, you may have that sergeant in charge, and you may have the one that's the hostess, and whatever, that they're going to be center of attention. They're going to boss you around, infantilize you, so they can, or just cut you down. You put too much salt in it. You didn't put enough salt in it. Something. No matter where you go, you can go to one, and they say you bring your whatever it is, cookies maybe. They say, well, you put too much sugar in it. And you go to the other one, you didn't put enough sugar in it. This is in-laws, you see. And these are the type of people who can make it miserable, just overall miserable. The holidays, you can become like, I don't want to do this anymore. This is just too much. And then they might, like, let's say it's the Thanksgiving and Christmas, say Christmas, and you have all the presents you have to buy, and you feel you have to buy, and then they aren't appreciative of them. They may look down at them like they're not enough. These are people who can make it miserable, very miserable. So, dysfunctional family types, whether yours, his, or both. Okay, now some people may find that there's an easy solution to all that, and that's simply don't go. just don't play the games. Don't get yourself involved. Go no contact maybe, because they're just so dysfunctional. Everybody, not anybody's going to have the exact same situation, because people are different. Their situation's different. And anybody telling you this is what you should do, no, they don't know you. They're not your counselor. And counselors aren't going to just tell you, they're going to help you. That's what their purpose is. Okay, one size doesn't fit all, but still. Now, there's just so many ways this could turn out good or bad. And even going no contact with people like this can turn out to be each season, each holiday, each birthday, each whatever special occasion day, can still feel, you still feel a little funk, because you're not with them. You're not with what family should have been, what at one point they may have been. Or like older family members are no longer with you, and you'd like to have some connection to family, but because of their dysfunction, you know it's best not to, but you still feel something, on and on. But maybe it doesn't turn out like that. Maybe you have developed your own family, whether it's your own kids, your spouse, your boyfriend, girlfriend, their family, new family. You decided who is your family at that point, and you have a wonderful holiday season, wonderful birthdays, wonderful, of course nothing is perfect. Don't expect perfection. Don't expect that there will never be one of those types, because my experience in life, there's always that one. It's my experience in life. I cannot remember any kind of situation where there was not always that one. I'm not going to say that there, of course, always will be. I can't predict the future, but I cannot remember one. Like in a classroom, I was a career student. There was always at least that one. And many jobs, while I was a career student, I worked temporary jobs, seasonal jobs, this kind of thing. There was always at least that one. And that one would be somebody who's, these days people would just say narcissistic, or, my experience in life is more of the histrionic. There's cluster Bs, and the DSM is narcissistic, personality disorder, histrionic personality disorder, borderline personality disorder, and antisocial personality disorder. I'm not saying anybody that's diagnosed with any personality disorder, but the behaviors, yeah. Anyway, I think I'll wrap this one up. But, it doesn't always, you don't have to look, to the future and think it's always going to be the same. It's always that. I don't like that always word, unless it's past, but, yeah. But really, you don't have to, hope, there's still hope that you may find a good way to celebrate your birthdays, your holidays, your whatever special occasion days, even if it's by yourself, that was better than, and maybe even happier than, yes, or just happy. Anyway, I'm wrapping this up. I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.